What's going on, guys? TJ got Kicks 89 here, back with another video. Today we have got one of the, I know I say this a lot, but this is one of my most anticipated retros of 2025. One of my first ever purchases of a Jordan pair, of a Jordan 5, outside of the Jordan 2 Radio Rahims that I have. But we finally have these for a price that I agree with, not the 979 ringgit price tag that it had on retail, which was the initial retail price when this dropped at around June 2025 here in Malaysia. This is now end of October 2025 here in Malaysia, so just about close to 4 to 5 months after they retailed. These did not do so well in JD Sports, obviously, so they went down to 590 ringgit, which I copped for, and I am very happy that I got it for that price. Today we have got the, I'll just share the tag. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the tag right over there, and it reads Air Jordan 5 Retro OG White New Emerald Grape Ice. I have a pair. I had a pair of these back in 2013. I wanted to buy the 2006 pair on eBay when I was still studying in the UK. I got two pairs. One Hakim brought back, bless his soul, thank you so much, Hakim. Another one that I got when I was graduating from Northumbria University. I got called to the bar there, and we have them back. I sold both of them off somewhere in 2018 to make money to work my new job, but we finally have them back and they look better than ever. Let's not go over the box. It's just the same. This is the same Jordan box that I had back in 2014-15 when I got the 2013 pair, except nowadays you have the Nike Air branding over the boxes. Same Jordan thing over, so let's same sort of packaging as well, except nowadays you have the white, the paper separator thing to prevent bleeding over the white leathers, but you still have the same black plastic bag thing over here. And I reviewed the left pair on my channel, not the right pair. That's the price that I got it for, JD Sports, just to sort of give you an idea. And this, I am not kidding you when I say this is one of my favorite shoes. Didn't manage to come up on the Fresh Princes in 2018. I'm glad I didn't, because I would have had to do like a whole sort of customization job just to be able to wear those with laces. But I remember just seeing these in person in 2012 on SBD, and they said they were going to drop the following year in 2013, and they did. And this is probably the best unassuming Jordan colorway from the Jordan 5 OG release. There were these, there were the black metallics, there was the silver tongues, there was the black tongue fire reds, and there were these, obviously. An OG colorway, obviously, so you got that OG treatment with the Nike Air in the back. But let's just go over this shoe. There's not a lot to say. Obviously, this is a late review, but better late than never. Nowadays, at the current sneaker climate, I only buy one pair. I don't double up anymore, because I know that 5 years, 7 years down the line, they're probably gonna drop these again. But if they don't, at least I will maximize my ROI on these. So Jordan 5, released in 1990. 1989 was the year of the Jordan 4. Obviously, like I said, the last pair that I had was 2013. I remember one subtle detail which I'll go over in comparison to the other pairs that we've had over the years. But if you actually go over the inside of the tongue, which is right around here, just there, right around that, which is now I noticed that this is now white, this white sort of material, but it used to be leather. That tongue used to be leather all the way down until the end, and it would say 2013 just in there, and you would know that pair was from 2013. Those who have my 2013 pair, check them. and tell me if it's right down in the comments below. But the Jordan 5. Jordan 5 is obviously after the Jordan 4. Tinker Hatfield's creation, inspired by the jet fighter plates of World War II, which had like the shark paint on the side of the nose. So this was like supposed to draw inspiration from how Mike attacks like a jet plane. Basically, he attacks hard and he hits fast. So this was what this was inspired by. This shoe looks and screams 80s, obviously, with the color blocking of like that teal with that purple and that black. So it's a very 80s loud colorway, which I love. So the leather use, obviously I can't complain. I put my Concord punya shoe tree in there, but the leather is pretty damn good. I think it's pretty nice, obviously. But one thing that I do want to complain is that like when you run your fingers across this, I can just see right now that I'm just sort of, when I'm like scratching across it, I can just see that my fingers are just like raising the polyurethane coating off of that leather. But really nice leather, obviously. I like this better obviously than the 2013. The 2013 super boxy, super hard leather, but still it was a pair that I liked. I liked the colorway, didn't like the material so much at the end, but beggars can be choosers. Clear netting. This is a little bit more closer to the OG, a little bit more thicker, not tinted blue like the 2013 pair. You've got mesh, so like when you actually like do like a light test, I can see from the inside right now when I'm peeking through there, that light's coming through, which means that it's breathable. You've got these plastic eyelets coming up. These are obviously like a variable width lacing system, so sometimes people like to customize that stuff. They want to like go a little bit deeper for more containment, so you can lace down there instead of here, or you can lace both of them there if you have super long laces. But you can customize this however you like. I usually lace mine all the way up to this first eyelet here and leave them loosey-goosey. On the inside you do have a gusseted tongue, obviously, so that sort of keeps it in place. At the back you have the same leather. You have this this ankle pod thing with the asymmetrical collar, obviously, because on the human ankle the bone sits over there and there's nothing on this side so much, so that kind of like it helps with the gait cycle, obviously, when you're playing basketball. On the back you have the treatment that I wanted so much. This is the Nike Air on the back in that teal colorway. Same thing you get on this side, same thing you get on this side. Going up you have one flat laces, no spare laces with these, obviously. They didn't come with spare laces, put in back in the day. On the top you have the Nike punya lace lock, obviously. I wear this nowadays. I know how to actually wear them nowadays, but comparing this to the 2013, this has the Nike lettering, and on here in the 2013 pair it was actually a teal colored toggle, so now it's black. And I think the 2013 pair was a teal toggle with a purple Jumpman somewhere, but this is just an all black toggle on the inside. That's okay. Top you have the makeshift name, which is the reason why it's called the Grape, which is this Grape Ice colorway on the top. Decently padded tongue, obviously. I think the Jordan 5 has one of the best constructions. The tongue just sits comfortably on your feet, kind of wraps around, and even when I played ball in these back in the day, I just love how they feel, how they grip, how they are cushioned enough for the court. On the back you have the what's the colorway again? Emerald. New emerald on this back, which is basically the teal coloring. New emerald. You have the Air Jordan logo upside down. Sorry, can you guys see that? Air Jordan logo upside down. On the inside you've got a black sock liner. Black sock liner. Decently padded, obviously, and the best feature on this shoe is actually not this, but this. It's actually a polyurethane midsole which comes with this shoe, which makes this shoe ultra comfortable to wear, on top of the polyurethane midsole outside, obviously. But you get that teal, you get that what's it called, New Emerald punya footbed, with the purple Grape Ice Nike Air stamped over there in the heel. And going over the midsole, which is a polyurethane midsole with a 4-foot air unit and a heel air unit. One of the best cushioning systems ever developed by Nike. You have the paint all over, which matches the upper, and you have one of the sickest outsoles. When I just look at this, I'm just taken back to 2014 when I first saw my semi-used pair. But I just like seeing that teal, that new emerald Jumpman kind of pop out from beneath that translucent outsole. Super nice. Obviously the Nike instead of the Jordan. 2013 had Jordan. This has Nike on it. This part of the bottom is just so hard to clean. If you guys can relate, let me know. Herringbone pods obviously on the front and also on the back. This is the best part about this shoe. This shoe is a beast. You can just wear this for super long. Just buy one pair, you can wear them for about like 10 years, I think, if you just keep wearing your pair, and they won't crumble on you. Compared to my other shoes that I have in my rotation, 2016 black cements have already started crumbling. 2019 black cement 4s have already started crumbling. My 2025 reds are still going strong downstairs. They just have a little bit sole separation, but that's just an easy job. Just send that to a person to reglue, should be okay. So I think for the 5s, the soles just last a little bit longer, provided obviously that you wear your pair, and that goes across with any other pair as well. So yeah, pretty much. But that's one of my favorite pairs right over here, the Jordan 5 Grapes for 2025. Happy to have this in my collection. TJ got Kicks A9. See you guys at the next one. I just love this shoe.